What is up, everybody? Mark at Auto Peak Detailing. Today we're going to go over the Griots Garage Boss Micro Polisher. I usually do things by hand in the little grooves and in the tight spaces. It's worked well for me in the past, but I've gotten some crazy cars where it's just like really hard to get into those weird spaces, especially some of the exotic cars and stuff. So I finally decided to pull the trigger on buying a micro polisher. I was looking at the Rupes and some other ones that are out there, but nothing really was as versatile in my opinion as this. So, and I'm a big fan of the Griots polishers. I've got their smaller Rotary, I've got their smaller DA, and they've got a lifetime warranty. So if they break, I usually get a new one within about a week. I've only managed to destroy one, and the rest of them are still going strong. So they've always taken care of me. They, you know, that's my one thing that I would pick Griots over some other companies, because they've always taken care of me, like no matter what. They always do me right. So let's look at this machine real quick. I'm really, you know, just the packaging that it comes in. It comes in a nice case here where everything's in there. You know, you've got the polisher, and then you've got all these backing plates. I haven't even used the 3-inch one yet, because I do have several 3-inch polishers that I already use on a continual basis. But I do like it for the smaller stuff, like the 2-inch and the 1-inch, and especially the rotary function on it. So the reason I'm doing this video is not for any kind of monetary gain. I have no association with Griots. I just want to help other people out that are looking at something that's going to work for them, and to tell them, like, honestly how you like it. You know, I use this, I'm starting to use this thing daily, not on every job, but it makes things quicker, faster, and, you know, a little easier, you know, and time is money, especially if you do this for a living like I do. So I'll tell you the things I like about it. I like a ton of stuff about it. I've only got maybe 1-2 gripes on it, but they're really small, and maybe it's operator error, I don't know. But this thing's really cool. So we'll start by just showing you some cool things I noticed about it right off the bat. It comes with 1 battery. Charger, I have the charger over across the shop. Nothing is super exciting about the charger. It is built really well. It's not cheap. So it's a really nice charger. So you plug this in, charge it, and this thing goes up to 5,800 RPM, and it does have a lot of torque. Of course, without one of the these attachments on here with the counterweights, it doesn't really have much torque. But some of the things that it does here is it's adjustable, and I have found this useful trying to get into spots which is kind of weird. You can adjust this. It's got a nice little adjustment there. I'm usually just keeping this thing at a 90-degree angle to put a little bit of pressure on there for some extra power. So starting out by putting these on, this is the somewhat, you know, this is probably my one gripe on some of them. I've noticed that I think the larger throw, so we've got I think 13mm throw is what it comes with. This little counter weight, whatever you want to call it, for the DA, and then we've got a 5mm one that I purchased, and I think these are about $50 for a really tight, you know, for like a swirl killer, you know, to just finish stuff out. And then we have the rotary attachment here, and this could, another gripe that I have is this could be longer. It's very short. So I did order the extension. I think it should just come with it, honestly. It's kind of crazy to make somebody buy a longer one, because it's just, I just don't feel like it's long enough by any means. So I find with this larger one that it comes with the I think this is what, 13mm. So you take this little, they give you the little wrench. Usually if you have the Griots stuff, you'll notice they have bigger wrenches. So, and then you put put it in there, line it up to take this, to unscrew this little backing plate here. I find that when the backing plate is on this thing, that it's kind of hard to install this. You pull this in here, and then you put it in there and you drop it out, and it gets flush. You bring it back up, and then you kind of double check it, and see, it wasn't all the way in. So you really have to get this thing in there just right or else it could fly out on you. All right, so I've got it in there. So it just kind of takes just getting it in there just right. Now I pull on it, it's not coming out. But I feel like this could be, especially this size, the 13 millimeter, I feel like it could fit in here better and click in there faster. Because with this one, it's a little obnoxious, especially if I already have the backing plate on it. It just doesn't want to sit in there properly. I mean, it's not, like I said, it could just be me, but I've used it for at least a week now, and it seems to be this one that bothers me. So then you put this on here, you can do the 3-inch, 2-inch, or 1-inch for this. And then so we've got speeds, it'll tell you the time it's running. It will tell you your power down below here, what you've got left. Got 3 bars right now. And it does have good battery life, surprisingly. I usually don't use these things for a long time. If I take a break, I'll plug it back in, go to lunch, come back, and it's recharged. It does charge pretty quickly. So it goes all the way down from 2 all the way up to 5.8. So, and it does, it's pretty beefy. I do feel like it has a good amount of power to it. Then we'll go over here. We'll put this smaller one in here. So if you do, this doesn't come with the kit. This kit ranges, it's about $400 for the full kit, which is not bad for what it comes with. Like I said, it could come with the rotary extension, which would be nice. And, you know, that's pretty much my main gripe. It doesn't come with any pads. You got to buy those. Griots has some nice ones. Ones that I recommend are APS, are really nice pads. You can get those at detaildivision.com, or you can get them some other places, but that's my go-to, is Detailed Division. So let's put this 5 millimeter one in there. So pull down on this, drop it in, and this one just goes in easy. I don't know what it is. It's just this bigger one that fights me a little bit. So this one, real simple. It goes in real easy. Then, you know, you take whatever one you want. If you wanted to use this 3-inch, take your little wrench here. And this thing is small. Maybe another gripe is like, give me a couple of these, because I've almost lost this thing once already. And I did look on their website, and I wasn't seeing another one for sale, because I was going to buy another one, because I'm terrible with little things like this. I'm probably going to lose it. So that, I'd like to see one of these for sale. I'm sure they have them somewhere for a replacement. So this is your tighter 5 millimeter throw, really tight. So this one, if I've got the plate on there, let's see if this goes in here. Yeah, this one goes in better. It locks in. But when I go to use this this bigger one here, the 13 millimeter throw, let's see what it does. Yeah, doesn't want to lock in as well. So that's my main gripe, is that when you're trying to do things really quickly, this slows you down a little bit, because I find you have to take off this little backing plate and then drop it down there, make sure it clicks in all the way, and then pull on it, make sure it's not going to fly out when you're using it. So Griots can probably work on that, you know, because like I said, it doesn't work on the smaller one. And then we have your rotary attachment. I'm a big fan of this, because I do a lot of rotary work. I cut with rotary, and I finish out with DA, and I like to get in the tight spots. So, like I said before, this is really short. I wish they just gave me a longer one. So putting that in there, it's not giving you much room to get in kind of crazy places if you're trying to get behind a rearview mirror, or down on the rockers, or in some, you know, tight spots. The reason I would have this, it's just not long enough. So I have used it, but I haven't used it much, because I need a longer extension. So, but it does work nice. It cuts well, and I use usually they have their little microfibers, and they've got all kinds of, I really like their pads. You know, Lake Country, APS here, and then Griots has great pads. I really enjoy their pads. Mainly microfiber. I don't use a lot of foam, only for some finish work. Another thing that I bought is this is a plug-in here. So if you want this thing to work all the time, you don't want to worry about a battery running out. Like sometimes I just don't want to deal with a battery dying when I'm in the middle of a big job. So buy this. I think these are about 80 bucks, 79 bucks, maybe 60 something bucks, I forget. You plug this in here, and then you take your regular Griots extension cord, or this is the 25-foot one. It could be any size. And plug that in there. And I haven't even tried this thing out yet, so let's see if it works. There we go. Now, I was talking to one of the Griots representatives over the phone, and they said there's no more power from it. It just gives you consistent. It's not going to run out, but it doesn't give you any more juice, according to them. And I don't know whether I can. I mean, I haven't even used this thing yet, so that'd be cool if it did. But according to them, it doesn't. So that's mainly it. I mean, this thing has been, like I said, I've used it on a couple cars this week, and I've really enjoyed using it. I think it's well worth the 400 bucks. I think the Rupe's one's much more money, and there's some other brands that are real cheap. This seems to be quality. Like I said, a couple small concerns. I can look past them because of how cool this machine is. If they come up with any updates, or maybe I just have a bum part here with this 13 millimeter, I might contact Griots and get another one and see if it does it. And if it does it as well, I'll just send them it back or whatever. But I'm sure they'd be willing to do that. So great machine. I think it's well worth the money. If you're doing this for a living, even if you're doing it as a hobby, as a weekend warrior, I think it's a really good machine for all those tight spots. I'd say buy it. I would buy it again. So you're looking at about 400 bucks for the set. This with the battery and the backing plates and stuff. I think you're looking at an extra 50 bucks if you want the 5 millimeter throw. And then you're looking at an extra, I think it was like $60-ish, $60 to $70 for the hybrid inverter, which plugs in so you don't run out of battery juice, which is nice because I hate cords, but sometimes they're just necessary if you're doing bigger jobs and you need the battery not to die. You also can buy another battery too, which I'm going to do. Just have an extra one because I have a couple cordless units that I use pretty consistently, ShineMate, and I have tons of extra batteries for those, so I can just kind of rip through them. They've done me well. So that's it in a nutshell. Leave comments below if you have any more questions. I'll answer what I can because, like I said, I haven't had a ton of time with this thing, but I'll tell you that I really enjoy using it, and I'm going to continue to get my money's worth out of this thing, using it on correction jobs. So I encourage you guys to buy one if you're looking for a mini polisher, or don't. It doesn't really matter. But I hope this video helps. Because I didn't really see much about this. I mean, of course, you've got the manufacturer's video, and they're a little bit biased usually. But there's no bias here because I have no kind of relationship with them other than ordering some products from them. I like their polishers. But yeah, I'd recommend it. It's pretty cool. If you have any questions, like I said, drop them in the comments below. And thanks for watching the video. Feel free to like, follow, subscribe, whatever. Appreciate you watching. See you in the next video.